What is up, everybody? We are back to the channel with another unboxing video. It's time to unbox the MCU figures from Avengers Endgame Wave number 2 with Professor Hulk as your Build-A-Figure. We're going to start off, though, with the only figure in the wave that does not come with a piece of the Build-A-Figure. We're going to start with the War Machine Mark 6 suit of armor. This War Machine looks amazing. You can see for yourself right there. He looks incredible. But unfortunately, this is the incorrect paint scheme for this particular figure. Yes, I had to go back and check. I read it on Facebook. Someone commented on a post that said, yeah, it's too bad they got the paint wrong. I didn't believe them, but unfortunately they are correct. When we see Rhodey in this particular suit of armor, it's at the end of the film. Spoiler alert, but you should have seen it by now, because why wouldn't you if you're watching this? After Thanos bombs Avengers HQ, and he gets out of the previous suit, the Mark V. This is the suit that he wears for the rest of the battle, but it is actually painted in Iron Patriot kind of colors. So this paint scheme is incorrect. So you're going to see a lot on Facebook and Instagram. You're going to see a lot of customizers painting this to represent what was seen on screen. But it is a beast of a figure. It's like approaching Hulkbuster size. Like this would be like the intermediate step between just a normal Iron Man size and a Hulkbuster size. So there's the description. That's not very good in focus, is it? Let's try this again. There's the description. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta move it. There we go. Artwork. There's the Build-A-Figure wave. We're only gonna review the MCU figures on this channel because that's all I collect. The other ones will find a good home somewhere with someone that will love them. Let's go. Let's do this. Very excited. These figures have been sitting at the EB Games where I pre-ordered them since last week, and I was in there asking like, hey, did you guys get them? And they were looking at me like, how does he know that? He's not supposed to know that we have them already. But I think they got in trouble for breaking street date on the Far From Home figures. So they were like trying to avoid it. Like, no, you'll get a call when they're in. You'll get a call. It's fine, guys. I'm not gonna make you give them to me, but I just want to know if I'm gonna be disappointed on street date or not. You know, that's all. That's all. Just don't want to be disappointed. Huge weapons, big chunks of plastic. Rocket would be proud. I actually have Rocket ready. I prepared for this video. Whoops. I prepared for this video by getting Rocket in position. So there's the War Machine Mark 6. I'm gonna have to do a flight stand for this guy. He's too cool to show just like walking or standing. He needs to be flying. Look at this thing. Oh wow. The chest piece. Oh my goodness gracious. What? This figure is amazing. Oh my goodness, that's disappointing. You saw what I did there? I tried to articulate the shoulder, and then this piece is like folding in half. So don't do that. Don't raise that arm like that. But this, the torso swivel comes all the way around here to this back plate. It's huge. It's a huge hunk of plastic. It's nice that they changed it up on these shoulder pads, though. Usually they attach them to the shoulder and then they drape over the arm, but these are actually attached to the arm, so you can get a little bit more play out of them. That faceplate is very, very interesting. This, oh my goodness, look at this. I'm genuinely excited about this figure, guys. This is a ball joint for mounting the shoulder cannon. The shoulder cannon has a ball joint. I haven't watched any other reviews of these figures, so please forgive me if my jubilance is excessive, but I'm genuinely excited. Look at me, I'm posing him and you guys can't even see what I'm doing. So I popped it in. It sits flush on the mount. That's pretty much permanent. Rhodey cannot look to his right. He has to use his heads-up display and hope he's got a sensor or a camera mounted in the shoulder so he can look to his right, because there's nothing there. He can't, just a big hunk of metal. What else? Oh, okay, so then these ones go here. Are they identical? So there's you see the little mounting point there on the forearm? Right here. I'm gonna see if I can determine if these are left and right-handed. They appear to be the exact same pieces of plastic. Yep, they look to be exactly the same, so we're just gonna plug them in. There, that's a good spot. Plug that one in. Look at the size of these fists. That's crazy. There's no way Rhodey's hands fit in there. There is no way. His hand would end like up in here. Like his hands would be here. Amazing. This is just unbelievable how cool this figure is. Okay, let's do articulation review. He can look up. Not at all. He's got a bunch of plastic here that's preventing him from looking up, which is fine because he's big and beefy and bulky. Can he look down? I'm trying to figure out a way to hold the figure so I'm not wasting the ab crunch at all. Okay, he can look down. That's good. You can look at his targets. The shoulder mount cannon does not aim down though, like the old ones. He's got a bit of a swivel. You do some classic Rhodey attitude. It's kind of nice. The shoulders can go up, but you have to be careful with this very soft plastic shoulder pad. This one I'm not even going to try. You have to I think you have to rotate it out to test it, but then you've got to be careful because look at that. I'm going to have it's going to crease. If I leave it like that, I'm going to get that crease line. It already looks permanent, but it could get a lot worse. So be careful with articulating that. We do have bicep swivel, so that means that this is attached to the shoulder ball, which is nice. We don't have double jointed elbows, but look at the size of these elbows. Look at that. See that big circle? Huge elbows. Are we articulated at the elbows? That'd be crazy. I don't think so. I don't think that they would do that. Oh, it is a little bit. It is. So articulated at the elbows, so you can have Rhodey firing off to the side. Very nice, very nice. His forearms are massive. Huge. I'm going to move him out a bit. The wrists are articulated like this on this one. And can pivot. The guns just plug in. This one is the same. We've got an open hand on this side, and we've got a fisted hand on this side. Not really sure why. Ab pivot, not a lot of motion. There's lots of plastic there in the way. No waist swivel. Hips can go out this far for no reason. He can kick someone in the face. That is nice. Can do a scene where he's kicking one of Thanos's space dogs. Is that the technical term? I'm just kidding. That's what Rocket calls them. Can't really get the leg back at all. Double jointed knees that don't want to double joint. There's a joint there, but it's not articulating. I don't really feel like forcing it either. Oh, what? Did these come off? So it's articulated, but this plastic here is in the way. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Right? Like there's a joint in there, it's articulated, but look at this, there's no room up here. How am I supposed to bend this lower joint if there's no, like I'd get, no, nothing. Wow, that's unfortunate. So it's actually single jointed knees in practical, like, reality. They put in two joints, but then and maybe this is an afterthought or an oversight, they put these flaps on and now they've removed this articulation point because now it's useless. So interesting. As you'd expect, because of the bell bottoms and the armor. I know I shouldn't call them bell bottoms, but I think it's funny. Toes can only point so far and up only so far, but we do, of course, have a bit of swivel so you can get some nice dynamic poses out of Avengers Endgame War Machine. That just looks ready to blast your face wide open. This dude is super cool. He's just awesome. All right, let's do some comparisons, shall we? So there we have the Mark 6 War Machine suit of armor next to the Mark 3 War Machine suit of armor from Captain America Civil War. Clearly an upgrade. But let me straighten out this arm to show you what I meant about proportions and things. So look at, if I line up the shoulders, or like the biceps, those are the shoulders, the hands on the new suit are way too long. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Proportions are off, but that's okay. It still looks really cool. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that it looks kind of silly, but that's okay. Next, we will now throw in this first War Machine that we got from Marvel Legends. What mark is this? I thought it said on this one, but it doesn't say. It's considered the Mark II War Machine, maybe? I honestly don't remember. I cannot recall. But there they are. They look cool. All in a row like that. Okay, we'll get these guys out of here now. Let's put this War Machine next to some contemporaries. Here is Worthy Cap. War Machine is tall. He's a big dude in this film. In Avengers Endgame. A whole head taller than Captain America. That's significant. That's a big figure. This Cap's not going to want to stand for me. Yeah, it's not going to work. But yeah, really, really big. This War Machine's huge. We'll throw in, unfortunately, this is all we have so far. This is the Mark 50 from Infinity War. From the single pack from the first Thanos Build-A-Figure wave. Unfortunately, Hasbro has not given us a Mark 85 yet. Fingers crossed that they do that soon, because like I really want that. Now we'll throw in Hawkeye, because they are together in that final scene when we start to see this suit of armor. They're trapped and they get free because of Giant Man. And I don't have any weapons for him, but here is Rocket. He's going to join the trio. I should have given him some weapons, but anyway. There you go, guys. This new War Machine is fantastic. If you have the means, I highly recommend it. It is so choice, in the words of Ferris Bueller. I think that's it for today. What am I forgetting? If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your time, your attention. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be excellent to each other, and we will see you next time.